Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar on Stay Ahead of Competition with Top Enterprise Mobile Apps. My name is Neha and I'm your moderator for today. As part of the panel of speakers for today, we have Mr. Jitendra Jani, Sales Director at Indusa with over 25 years of work experience in the IT software industry. He has a consultative sales approach for enterprise software solutions in industry verticals including manufacturing, distribution, retail, and services for enterprise mobility, Microsoft Dynamics AX, Dynamics CRM, and SharePoint. We also have, as a speaker today, Mr. Manan Thakkar, who is a solutions architect with Indusa. Manan spearheads Indusa's strategic initiatives in the enterprise mobility space to maximize customer benefits. Since most of you are here, let's get started with the presentation. I will now hand over the webinar to Manan, who will take you through the presentation. You can also follow the conversation online via Twitter at Indusa IT Solve as mentioned on the screen. Feel free to post questions at any time in the question and answer box and we will respond at the end of the webinar.
Thanks, Neha. Thanks for the introduction. Hello, everybody. In next 45 minutes of this webinar, you will learn about the top enterprise mobile apps for your business through specific use cases covering the practical challenges and the best practices. In today's increasing competition requires adoption of dynamic changes in your business strategy, which gives more flexibility and empowerment along with enablement to take a quick and accurate decision by you and your colleagues. Enterprise mobility is an essential component of strategic changes organizations are implementing. During this webinar, we are going to walk you through the mobility in key industry verticals, the approach to implementing mobile apps, prioritizing the top mobile app for your business, along with a real-life business case for each of those applications. Along with that, we will also walk you through the factors that you should consider while implementing a mobile application at your end. In the end, all the attendees will receive a scoping template which is designed to provide recommendations for implementing enterprise mobile application based on the answers that you select. I think that is something very crucial that based on our experience, we have developed this scoping template. You can have all the questions that is coming up in your mind. The moment you answer those questions based on the tool that we have developed, you'll be able to get the details out of how you can prioritize the enterprise mobility strategy for your organization. So watch out for the end of this session where you get this scoping template. And the webinar will be concluded with a live Q&A session. I hope by the end of this webinar, you'll be able to prioritize the implementation of the best mobile application for your business. Let's move on to the next slide.
Hello everybody. This is Jitendra, and thank you Manan and Neha for the introduction. I will explain you what is enterprise mobility and how it can help you as an organization. So let's understand what is enterprise mobility and why a business need it. It is an evident fact that a company has a reasonable size of field force by the time information related to their business activity reaches to the decision maker. It loses its quality and importance. Every organization having mobile force who need information for on-the-field productivity, efficiency, and therefore the accurate decision making. Enterprise mobility enables the user with information in the enterprise ERP solution and also transfer the data to and from the field. Manan, would you like to add something on this?
Sure, definitely. I think mobility is driving the change in enterprising and leading to a more productive mobile workforce these days. It is also facilitating a better collaboration between employees, partners, and customers. From creating a new mobile-driven business processes to defining a new business models for implementation, companies are aggressively adopting a mobile solution for their business functions. Now, as we rightly said earlier, we understand what is enterprise mobility, but it is time for us to understand why enterprise mobility is required. So enterprise mobile apps help us to perform the task, get the process update, review reports while we are on the go, on the field, I would say rather away from our desk, and we still get all this information by using enterprise mobility. According to a Forrester research report, enterprise mobility initiatives will enrich the business's relationship with their customers, leading to increased revenue. Specifically, 54% of the IT decision makers predict that the mobile connections will provide more opportunities for the company and customer to communicate a key information, increasing the customer engagement and even the customer loyalty to a stage. Mobile technologies on the tablet and smartphone allow you to take advantage of dealing and closing sales opportunities at any point of time. Whether you are at a trade show or meeting your client or a customer, or you are visiting any networking event, you can give quotations on the fly, access the contact information whenever required, update the prospect files from your CRM module with ease. Now, all these things can happen right on your fingertips through your mobile device. You can improve the responsiveness to your customers' needs with timely communication and up-to-the-minute information like prices, inventory availability, order and shipping status, credit history, unpaid invoices, pending deliveries and payment histories, previous customer service history, budget approvals, and even up to, say, attendance management can be achieved by implementing this mobility applications. Let's say a mobile app integrated with your ERP that exactly offers you a critical data you need or require most when you need it. While it is important to have access to basic CRM modules on your handheld mobile device, and it is even more important to be able to access the warehouse management, quality control, workflow and approvals, data analysis, and truly a real-time information that can help you drive your business smoothly. As more people start using mobile technology in a workplace, valuable company data can potentially be transmitted over insecure networks, or I would say company sensitive information can be exposed to enterprising hackers, and you will be able to expose to a very sensitive risk of your data. The mobile app need to be built with a complete security features that offer the best practices of managing your wireless system to keep your device and network security in place. Now, as we understand why enterprise mobility is required for the organization, let's move further to understand what is the role of mobility in key functions of any business enterprises. So let's begin with the actual information. Here on the slide, you can see all these different kind of business functions where enterprise mobility can be useful. We'll take an example of a field sales or field service where we have the account and service management, workflows and requests and approval sort of thing. You can have all the HR functions being mobilized that can be used on your mobile device by all the employees of your organizations. Operation can be drastically improved. You can increase the productivity of your manufacturing unit. The logistics is where this mobility is definitely making a difference to all the organization. You are seeing all this e-commerce companies booming these days. So how are they achieving all this logistics transformation? That is definitely mobility is the core in this kind of e-commerce business. Mobile technology provides access to crucial data on the go, which can help you make a quick decisions, prevent a waste of resources, and increase the cost efficiency across your entire value chain. Mobility can definitely synchronize disparate functions and help users to adopt the right application for the job that they're doing. It can bring true value to all the stakeholders across the value chain, starting from the operations, supply chain, field sales, field service, warehousing and logistics to the customer satisfaction. Now, as you have seen in this slide, it describes the role of mobility in some of the key functions of an organization while considering the effect on the end customers. Let's move on further. We have created a quick poll here where we would like to see and share which ERP system you have implemented at your organization. That will help us to give you more focused details in terms of how the mobility can be integrated or implemented at your end. So you have the poll in front of you. So I would request all of you to just answer the question that you are seeing. Let's give a few more seconds to other people who are yet to respond. It's quite exciting. I think the results are looking more promising because we have got a diversified audience here. People have different ERPs installed at their end. Last 5 seconds and we'll close this poll now. Thanks everybody for responding to this poll. The results are quite exciting. We say that 40% of people are having Microsoft Dynamics AX as their ERP system. 35% have SAP as their backend ERP. 5% have Oracle. Another 10% is having their in-house ERP, while we have substantial amount of, very small amount of people who doesn't have any formal ERP system at their end. Now, next what we have is, now everybody understand what is enterprise mobility, why enterprise mobility is required, but the main question is, from where do we have to exactly start if we are interested in mobility? So today the industry is like manufacturing, retail, distribution, and others are exploring the transformative power of the mobile technology, and they have enjoyed some initial benefits. However, to ensure the true success, you need to bring mobility conversations into the boardroom and make them part of the overall business strategy. So let's understand, how do we have to start and from where can we start this? So first we'll have to determine the sequence and approach to implementing the mobile application. That depends on the number of business and technical factors that we have to consider before we actually decide how we want to implement enterprise mobility. I'm sure you have given a thought to some of these. Nonetheless, the priority will differ from business to business. So, Mr. Jani, what is your experience in this? Can you throw some light on that?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Manan. People are looking for different aspects when they are going for an enterprise mobility solution. Mostly the factor considered are user experience, which is very important. It comes first. Then time sensitivity, native capabilities, integration backend with the backend solutions. So these are very few options. Normally people look at it, and definitely they are always looking for the ROI. Because these are some factors which people evaluate when they start evaluating the mobile applications implementation approach. Can you list down top enterprise applications which we have worked on and discuss more about each cases?
Sure, Mr. Jani. So a few slides earlier, we had talked about the role of mobility in different functions of an enterprise. These are some of the top enterprise mobile apps that the organizations are implementing today. Looking at today's needs, we have picked up the top 5 mobile apps that are suited for your businesses, and these applications are field sales, logistics and supply chain, along with warehousing, field service application, BI and dashboard. So sales app is for the field sales representative, service app is for the field service technicians, logistics, warehousing and supply chain app is for the people who are working in the manufacturing and logistics company. And of course the dashboard or the BI app is for the analytics purpose for all the C-level executives. Let's look into the actual implementation case studies. Over the next few slides, our expert Mr. Jani will discuss a few business cases to help you understand how actually the companies have gained advantage by implementing these mobile apps. So Mr. Jani, can you throw some lights? Let's first start with the sales app that we have.
Thank you so much, Manan. We will definitely share our experience in terms of developing a sales mobile app for the leading organization in India. If you see with a field sales mobile app, the employees in the organizations get the uninterrupted informations, real-time access to their company informations, which is helping them to make the decision anywhere and anytime. The app automates their processes and help access the informations like sales related informations like accounts, contacts, leads, opportunities. They can note down their activities then and there, and then can provide the quotes to the customer or the prospects. They can book the orders on the fly when they are on the field. So these are very useful activities which they can do on the fly when they are in the field, and they do not have to come back to the office and write down on the paper or the key into the systems. And that the most important thing, the aspect of this solution is it provides your analytics. Analytics like your targets and target achieved against the target set, or what is the number of customers you reached, what is the your productivity in duration. So many analytics which we have provided within this solution, which is very much helpful for sales people or sales leaders. So our second slide shows about the typical field sales app, which is featuring about the leads, opportunities, activities, accounts, contacts, sales quotes, sales orders, and product search. This also provides the product search. If the company having large products basket where they have many products as to offering as a to the customer, they can search a suitable product for the customer they are looking for. You can view the activity screen where the field person can schedule his activity in the calendar, and he can note down the activities which he have performed, and can be synced back to the server in the ERP server in backend in their head office, and a person who is taking care of these activities can very well know what is happening in the field. He can also add new activities and put the details like date, time, attendance, and notes. So these are this is a very beautiful solution provided to a customer of Indusa, and is helping them to increase the productivity of the salespeople. If I talk about the benefits out of this solution, I will go through this business case, and to make you more understand about this solution. This company was looking for an extended offering from web to adding a mobile applications. They were providing the similar solution on the web. Now they have taken it to the mobile, to their field force. They were also looking for a cross-platform web so that every employee can use their own mobile and can perform the sales activity using this application. The field person devices and real time, irrespective of which device they are using, being particular about the user experience. They were very particular about the user experience and branding of their solution, their company brand image. They wanted to use very specific and relevant icon in the app to various features and use various features. In the current situation, the sales force wanted to have self-defined and manage activities. They wanted to define their activity and also manage the same thing with the real-time reporting of the activities to the higher authorities. The sales app has helped them to make quick decisions on the field in terms of getting the approvals for the prices, providing the on-site supply situation to the customers, and keep eye on the competitive strategy. If field sales app was built what we did as a solution development is we have built the cross-platform mobile application for the company, which was incorporating the features required to the customer, like customization, generation of multiple quotations, booking of the order on the fly, and providing supply positions. These were some of the features which was incorporating the solution. This also has helped providing attendance and tracking planned activity for the people in the field. The app included features like mobile-friendly controls, which includes toggle switch, touch menu, and pull to refresh. This was just refreshing the data between the ERP solution, which is on the backend side, and the solution in their mobile. The app was also integrated with the company's Dynamics AX ERP solution, from where the field representative could push the sales order from the mobile device to the ERP database. So I was talking about the field sales application, which is very useful for the organization, which has helped the organization to increase their productivity in terms of sales. The next solution which I will talk about is the service solution. Field service solution, which is helping their organization to service various type of to execute various type of service activities. And this solution has dashboards, lists, features, and functionality like task routing, service order creation, service and part replacement, code generation and invoicing, getting customer and equipment service history, as well as help manual. The service technician using this application can view the customer details, diagnose an issue and work on it, view the time spent on the particular service, and add the files as a part of service details such as uploading of an image, audio file or a video file. Next slide. The service application which we have developed, as we can go through that case. A capital equipment manufacturing company was reaching out to vendors as they wanted to have a robust system in the place. Important factor for having the field service application was to provide the service related information to the field service staff in a secured way and immediately, as fast as possible. The application was delivered to the client from the end user, keeping the requirement in mind, including the security and syncing tasks from the ERP, the mobile device, and vice versa. The app provided the real-time visibility into the work status. Special attention was provided to user experience during the development. This application is up and running and being used and has helped the organization again doing productive work and increasing the productivity of the employee in the field. Let us talk about our application which is developed in the field of logistics, which is again a very booming area of operation in last couple of years. If you see increase in business volume of every sector, particularly in e-commerce, volume of logistics has increased manifold in last 1 decade. That is forcing this area of operation to have a robust information communication system in place. We are aware of the fact that the manufacturing and distribution firms are quickly adopting the mobile apps for the tracking their shipments from origin to delivery. In fact, according to new report from the IDC titled Manufacturing Insights, there is a rising trend of using corporate apps to manage the proliferation of the manufacturing and logistics mobile apps across the mobile manufacturing operation. According to report, the current adoption rate for the corporate app store is less than 20%, although almost 80% of manufacturers develop mobile apps and at a more rapid rate than traditional applications. If we take example of company like Flipkart, Snapdeal, etc., the requirement like picking up the right material, sending it right container, tracking delivery to the right place on a committed timeline. Again, otherwise it creates a problem of reputation to the company. So these are areas which require to be covered if we think of a logistic application. So let's take in a logistic app that provides the real-time shipment tracking by integrating the various features such as shipment load, quick alerts, tenders, code generation, and maps for the routing. MyLoads provides information on other details. The app also includes a functionality for easy search. Thank you. Logistic app application, if I talk about that, organization was looking for a system to track the shipment in real time, carry the company data over a device, and reduce the manual work for its field workforce. A logistic app was built with the real-time shipment tracking functionality. The app facilitated faster inbound and outbound material processing, resulting into the better customer satisfaction through accuracy in the shipment. Information related to article, customer, fleet, courier was captured from the ERP system. And that solution again is helping the organization in doing their work more productive way and more efficient way. Next slide, I will talk about the application which is of the business intelligence app, a dashboards app, which is providing the information to the management in a very realistic and fast and accurate way so that they can take the quicker decisions. We know the senior executive fret over the logging into the different portals and reporting tools just to get the right analytics. The business intelligence or the analytics app connects to data from anywhere, which means you can have all your data in one single mobile app. With this app, you can experience insight wherever you are. This is available with the support for a variety of mobile technologies with a rich interactive BI interface. The app allows you to interact with the data with highly visual interactive reports. With a dashboards app, you can view rich graphics, organize reports your way or on your mobile device. These screenshots shows how a company views in its region-wise analytics. The user can also explore the analyzed data with the charts and graphs in the real time. If we talk about the dashboard application which we have developed for a customer, I will go through the business case of a well-known telecom company from this app. they were looking for an app to automate the process and make it visual for the better performance. The user will be able to view and interact with the data and get a summarized report of the required data using his mobile device. A BI app was built that allows user to view the fully interact with the report, dashboards, metrics, analysis, and other information in a secure, rich environment. User also receive timely, informative and interactive business intelligence to support their decision making, regardless of their location. So Manan, can you take a feedback from our audience, whether what type of, we will take a quick poll and we will take your feedback about your app which you are looking for, if you are looking for an immediate solution in the mobile application.
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Jani. I think we have talked about these apps. So I'll just put together a quick poll to find out which app is most relevant for our listeners, which according to them is the most useful app for their organization that they would like to implement. The examples that we have used here are the sales app, service app, logistics, or a dashboard. Let's wait for another 5 seconds and then we'll close this poll. Thanks, everybody. That's quite an interesting result that we have in front of us. 24% of people feel that the sales app is quite useful for them. 18% people feel the service app is quite interesting for them. And 18% people feel that the logistic, supply chain, and warehousing app will be useful to them, while 30% people feel that they are looking for something specific mobile app to address their business function, and remaining 11% feel that the BI and dashboard app is quite interesting for them. Moving further into this webinar, in the final part of our presentation today, we'll discuss about the best practices in mobility implementation. So we started with the introduction of mobility, then we discussed about what is enterprise mobility, how that can be implemented, what are the required things for that, how we have implemented, how other businesses have actually using the application. Now, we will talk about how you can implement the enterprise mobility at your end. So first is you have to scope for the overall implementation. What is your requirement? That is the first thing that you have to answer. Along with that, there are a few more questions for which you have to get the answers first. So for what field force you are looking for the mobility application, who are you who will be your users at the first place who will be using the mobile application? What is the size of the mobile workforce? Then once you have answer to that, what kind of platform that you are looking for? Are you looking for bring your own device, choose your own device, or you have already given Android or Windows phone to your employees, you want them to bring their own phones? So once you have decided on that, what kind of device that you want to go for? Is it a mobile phone or a tablet, or to say Surface kind of tablets that has been popular in recent days? Which specific business function you want to bring to mobile? So which business process has to be first mobilized? So that clarity has to be there. Once you have answered to all this question, the next very important question is which LOB system that you have. Now, in this case, let's take an example that you are talking about mobilizing your logistics app. Then in that case, you need to integrate with your ERP, where you can have all the data of your packing and picking needs to be directly coming into your mobile device. So it is very crucial to have integration with your ERP system. If you're talking about travel and expenses, in that case, you better have your another system with which you can have an integration done. And we will further discuss how this integration can be useful to you when you actually do the implementation of enterprise mobility. And next is, what is the timeline that you're looking for in terms of implementation? How soon you want to implement this? What is the timeline that you're looking for your actual users to use this application? So once you have answers to all these questions, you will be able to decide how you can implement the mobility. And at the beginning of our webinar, I have talked about the scoping tool. This is the URL through which you can get the scoping tool. If you want, you may note it down. We will also send the link post this webinar so that you can have this tool handy whenever required. You can go to go.indusa.com/enterprise-mobility-scoping, which will take you to the tool that we have developed, and it's free of cost for you to download and use it. Next is, what are the critical questions and factors that you should keep in mind while you are deciding the implementation of mobility? First is whether you want to implement it yourself or you want to take the help of experts like us or any other vendor. That first is, and it's very key for us to decide which vendor you would like to go for. So what are the things you should consider while you are actually choosing a vendor? So first is vendor's reputation, viability, what kind of service that a vendor provides, what is the vendor experience, how long has it been sustained in market, what kind of different solution that vendor has already provided, what is their experience into particular domain, are they willing to support the application, for how long are they going to support the application, what kind of expertise do they have even in terms of supporting the application. Next is whether you are going for the first time implementation or you already have a mobility strategy in place for your organization, what kind of technology that you are going to adopt. That is something very crucial and critical, because that depends on the overall investment for devices as well as the further application that you may develop for your organization. So technology selection is quite crucial in this case. Then the depth of functionality that you are going to develop for the mobile, which business process that you are going to have on mobile. Having an end-to-end process available on mobile will help user to adopt it quickly and faster. Then sometimes you may find such kind of application readily available. So whether you want to go for a ready-made app or you want to have a custom app which suits your needs perfectly, which you want to have a tailor-made application which can exactly fit into your organization's business processes. Cost is definitely going to be a concern, that how much is the budget, what is the budget that you have spec for, and again, once you have all these questions in place, integration, as I said earlier, is a quite key and crucial aspect that you need to consider which enterprise LOB system with which you want to do the integration. So once you have answers to all these critical questions, you will be smoothly sailing through the mobile implementation for your organization. I think with this slide, I'm summing up with the overall discussion on this enterprise mobility. I'll hand it over to Neha for taking this webinar further.
Thank you, Manan and Jitendra, for a very insightful session. Let me briefly talk about Indusa and the experience we bring in defining and implementing organizations' enterprise mobility roadmaps. Indusa maximizes the potential of organizations globally to grow and evolve through world-class services, people, and technology. Indusa was founded in 1989, and we primarily work in the technology consulting space and provide system integration and IT services. We are headquartered in Illinois, US, have a development center in Ahmedabad, and offices in London and Pune. Our key practice areas include enterprise mobility, ERP, and CRM. In enterprise mobility, we provide end-to-end solutions from consulting to development, integration, upgrade, and maintenance. Indusa offers a comprehensive spectrum of mobile application development services. These drive business transformation using IBM Worklight, iOS, Android, and Windows 8 platforms. We have built mobile solutions for field sales, field service, procurement, and CRM. Additionally, we utilize smart enterprise mobility solutions to be strategic differentiators for our clients. These are some of our key clientele where we have executed multiple projects over several years. In addition to Microsoft, Oracle, and Samsung, Indusa is an IBM Global Business Partner and an IBM Software Value Plus authorized reseller. We are now open for the question and answer session. We have Jitendra and Manan available to answer your questions. If you have any questions, send us a message via chat and we'll address them now. If there are any questions you haven't got a chance to ask, you can email us at this email ID. We'll be happy to answer them. Okay, so we have a question here from Mr. Dinesh Gautam, and his question is, how can the HR department benefit from mobility apps as a large portion of our employees are outside office for most of their time? Manan, would you like to answer this question?
Of course, and thanks, Neha. And it's quite an interesting question. We did mention the role of mobility in the initial part of our presentation, which also covered the importance of mobile apps for the HR department. Mobility helps in collaboration and employee self-service forms management in an organization. Some features related to requests and approvals from an organization's intranet application can be taken to mobile devices. A few examples are leave requests and approvals, expenses, timesheets, grievances, and availability for taking interviews or feedback about the interviews taken. So all this kind of different HR functions that can be taken to mobility in piecemeals or as a whole. I think Neha, I have another question that is coming in from Mr. Anand Parikh. He has a question that when you are saying cross-platform application, what are the platforms that are supported? That's a very good question. We do have the applications and we have expertise in developing applications. When we say cross-platform, that covers the iOS, Android, Windows. To say even when we are talking about the tools like IBM Worklight, it supports a cross-platform development in OS like Firefox and BlackBerry as well. So that's quite an extensive mobile smartphone OS that we do support when we talk about cross-platform applications. I hope that has answered your question.
Okay, moving forward to another question which has been raised by Mr. Anil Gupta. You have covered B2E apps. Are there any B2C apps that manufacturers commonly use? Jitendra, could you please answer this question?
Sure, Neha. Thank you so much. Of course, there are B2C mobile apps for the manufacturers, product brochures, new offers, order tracking, customer service requests, surveys, and emergency contacts are also available there. So you can have this type of application which can help the organization in giving the B2E application as well.
Okay, the next question we have is from Mr. Rakesh Sood. What are the requirements for implementing enterprise mobile application? Manan, can you take this up?
Sure. The enterprise mobile app you may implement can be based on the company specific requirements, like if you need to have field personnel to access your ERP system, you want to do your data entry straight from your mobile devices or into a company database, or to have a structured data in place to achieve a scattered geography, or for a field workforce collaboration on the go and likes of that.
Mr. Sai Venkat has a question here on the benefits of mobility. His question is, what are the benefits of implementing enterprise mobility? Manan, can you?
Yeah, sure. Well, we have covered a few benefits while showcasing the case studies. However, to list a few more on a broader scale, we can say that the enterprise mobility offers both qualitative and quantitative benefits. Qualitative benefits include access to quick and accurate information on the go, and quantitative include the having a control on the increased volume of business and gaining the faster ROI. We are talking about ROI, means return on investment. You can have whatever investment that you have done, that can be achieved very quickly. The break-evens can be achieved in a faster manner by getting the higher productivity by implementing this kind of applications. I think people are demanding for the presentation that we have. Of course, we will be sharing this presentation. Mr. Kaushik has requested for this. The presentation will be shared to all the participants who have joined this webinar. Any more questions coming in, Neha?
Yes, Manan, we have one more question from Mr. Brijesh Shah. How do we ensure real-time data on mobile device?
Okay, the mobile app integration with your enterprise system allows a real-time data access through a mobile device. We have a robust and extensive integration framework to do so, and we have done it for lots and lots of different organizations and different ERP systems. Starting with SAP AX, Microsoft Dynamics AX, Dynamics CRM, to say Oracle e-business suites, and even the homegrown Oracle ERPs, or I would say any other local ERP systems that any company has. Our integration framework would be able to ensure that all this integration can be done very smoothly and easily.
So we do not see any more questions coming up. So with this, we come to the end of our presentation. Do visit www.indusa.com for more details on our service offerings. We thank you very, very much for your time, and we look forward to having you on our other webinars as well. We would also like to hear your feedback on the webcast through our Twitter handle IndusaITSolve with #mobility. Have a great day, everyone, and thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.